Are we good to go? I don't know, because it's not loading yet on my Twitch. On my Twitch. There we go. We're live now. We're live now, Gromit. What am I on about? I don't know. Hello! It is I. It's Amazon Prime. God damn it, adverts. It is I, Callum. It is Friday! And I think I'm losing my voice. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. Or I'm just going insane. I don't know. Anyway, yes. Hello. It is Friday, the 12th of January, and it's actually the daytime for once. I need to pause the stream. There we go. Yes, it is actually daytime for once. Instead of me actually streaming. Have we got sound? We got a little bit. And make sure that's all the way up. Apparently it is. Make sure they're plugged in properly, which they are. Let's turn me down just a little bit. There we go. Let's turn the game audio up slightly. There we go. What was I saying? I can't remember. Yes. I remember now. It's actually the daytime, as opposed to about 10:30 at night. Yeah. That's all I've got to say. So, it is now time for a little bit more Mass Effect. Played it last Friday, I think. I think that's when the series started. I can't remember. And then played it again yesterday. And I'm going to play it again now. No! I don't know what's happening. Like, all I've done is have lunch. That's literally all I've done. So, I woke up, went downstairs, made lunch, had it, and it's now. I mean, I've had a zero sugar Lucozade. Don't know what that would do though, because it's zero sugar. Maybe I'm just that excited to play Mass Effect. I don't know. There's a bit of a crackle going on. I'm hoping that's just me and not the actual thing itself. Like, I'm hoping that that's not coming out in the actual thing. And that I can't use my words properly. I'm hoping that that's just me that can hear it and then it's not coming out onto the stream. There we go. Finally set it. Okay, let's resume. I did put the tweet out, right? Yep, I did put it out. And apparently it's already been seen. Probably won't know if you do. Deep Sea Diver 6 Live. He's someone that and he's like one of the better names.
Saren's out. Everyone on intercom's open. Now's the time.
So, where we left off. So basically we had the whole thing with Eden Prime, and with Saren, who's like the main baddie. He's like teamed up with Geth to try and bring back the Reapers to kill everyone. The council didn't believe us at first. Then we met a Quarian after meeting a Tyrion and a Krogan, who basically gave us the proof, the evidence that Saren is in fact a baddie. And now we're going to go and kill him, basically. Well, we're going to find him, and then we're going to kill him. And basically, this is now our ship. It wasn't originally, but now it is. What else? What else? What else? I don't know. So, yeah.
This is Commander Find Saren before any crew. Those research will be entity needs to do this for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you. The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Alright. So, yes. Or not. Okay. So, before, when trying to access the galaxy map, it'll be like, you can't access this. But now, we can. So we're currently at the Citadel. Constructed by the long extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium ring. And then there's some science sounds. I pressed the wrong button. So this is the Widow Cluster. It's a nebula. Nothing else here at the moment. So we'll zoom out again. And now we're in the Milky Way. Damn it. I keep pressing B instead of X and now we've got to zoom back out again. Damn it. Is it this one? Ooh, it's like a separate bit there. Oh god damn it! I keep pressing B. Right, Milky Way. I'll try Gemini. Hades. I will get used to it. I will stop pressing B again, and one more time. There we go.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus.
Ooh.
Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skillian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out. It's fighting again. We have a logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. And what?
Tereshkova. Gagarin, I guess. And Vamshi. Let's go to Hong first. What is that crackle? Let me just take the headset on there. For some reason I'm still getting sound then. We've got Pomal, Casbin, Mesa, Stashaka, Caspian is plastic? Yep, totally. Plastic Kree garden. Caspian humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. It should know ocean next over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability even, and sapient life, Caspian has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any debris trail of a long period comment. Well then. It's 45 hours in a day? Bloody hell. God damn it. I said to you, why not? Prego. And Almos. Anything else? No. Antibar, Hansara, Somalon, Segwe, pardon me, it's on over there, Malinor, god damn it, stop pressing the B button when you're not supposed to, Gigarin. Or Gagarin, I don't know. Prussia, Ryangri, Junsa, Segaurus, Anti-Ramgun. Anti-Ramgun is a small, yep. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon and deposits of calcium. Anti-Ramgun has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance frigate patrols do the surface, stop the surface even, but always the pirates attempt to ground their ships drowns material as semi-liquid slush due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core create this natural antifreeze. Some species of Terminus pirate drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. Oh, thank God I pressed X. Jinther. Jinther is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of spacefaring race. The ruins have subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of ecologies and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions, the translation, the elaborate relief carving said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." 57 hours in a day. Bloody hell. Matriarch's writings recovered. Did recover one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings. And I press. Let's take a look at you. Bloody hell. Rangri is a small barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and a number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. With the system approximately 10,000 years ago and is trapped in a decaying orbit around Rangri. Bloody hell. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Rangri. Within a few hundred years, the planet will rip each other. That's cool. 60 hours in a day. Well, I'm not going to land on that planet. Sergelris. Sergelris is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of waterized carbon and ferrous material pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. God, my head hurts. helium gas giant with large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Croatian rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Mercury? I don't know. It's good that the ship was found on the surface, pressures lasted the moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was ever found. So where was that thing that was going on this new? And maybe get another Amazon Prime advert. It's really weird to think that this game's 11 years old.
Something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in, a 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead, about equal to the bomb. You'll need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb. It traps dangerous and irresponsible thinking on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
Pardon me.
Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Well then. Have like a trailer. Scanned some orbit to detect a large concentration of nitrogen. On rock and ice planet, Cybin has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates, I don't know, with deposits of iron. Cybin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Cybin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. While scanning the planet Cybin, you discovered a large mine grid in geosynchronous orbit. With help from Navigator Presley, your recon team recovered a small unmanned probe. Danuka is an enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. Bloody hell. Its environment is similar to that of Mars, arid and a mix of craggy basalt highlands and sand-scoured deserts of iron-laced silicate dust. Danukia's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon, but the planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in its atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen. Its surface, since a typo there, is scarred by many large impact craters, marking the final resting place of other captured asteroids. See, who needs school and physics and whatnot when you got this? Sonadma is in its neighbour and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-laced silicates with deposits of sulfur. While scanning this planet, you detected a small deposit of polonium. Terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Though the planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, much of it has been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long period variable star, currently at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles radiation. The crust is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the smallest cracks to foul machinery. I guess so. Atmos Town. Here's the Exodus cluster. That's Winaverias. I wonder. Turn over to Hydra. Cyber. Cyber is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud decks puts hydrogen and helium atmosphere tinted a dramatic blue by traces of methane. Scans from orbit detected a large concentration of helium-3. Thyra is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds of its upper atmosphere. Thyra was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. Vicious storms along the equatorial band. Fomalhaut. Fomalhaut has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina, with deposits in caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. Oh. Wow. Metgos.
Message coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support. Emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
This is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel deposits of potassium and heavy metals. Yeah. It is a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. With its high mass, heat trapping clouds and constant volcanic venting, Metgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Is that the Phoenix? Anything else? Hercules, Theseus, quite a few places in the Artemis Town cluster. So to Athens. Slamis, Perseus, Circe, that, Pharos. It has a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of carbon. Deeper craters have been partly filled by ice, suggesting there may be a significant amount of water locked up beneath its frozen surface. A large ice-bright crater in the southern hemisphere Yeah, to put an extra S in. Makes the planet visible from the inner system leading to the planet's name. Didn't mean to zoom out, at least I didn't press. Knossos. Serum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. I just poked myself in the eye. God damn it. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Of course, some of the past than it is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. Colony founded 2167. Population is 34,000. And the capital is... Ooh. Ooh. That didn't load for a minute. See if this one has anything. Ooh. Carbonaceous asteroid. A dark carbon-rich asteroid. Scans of this asteroid field and the Knossos system revealed some strange readings. Upon closer inspection, Navigator Presley can't do that. Harmony, Arcanes, Zachros, Clearing. Let's head to Athens. Or did I went to Athens, didn't I? Damn it. I think so anyway. Yes, Macedon. Trying to get my hair out of the bloody face. There we go. Shagila, Patavik, Porolon, Falgalus. Plasma's Tower Class D detected a large deposit of titanium. Come on, mate. Nope. Sparta. This is, in fact, Sparta. Collection of small siliceous asteroids loosely bound together by gravity. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids, the Rock. Hey, the Rock! Had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. There's supposed to be another one here. I guess not. Plutonium. Hydrogen.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
So nitrogen, Daedalus, I really just want to say Daedalus. Daedalus' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive dust-choked wind onto Melchior. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. It's your fault, huh? It's your fault that one. Oh god. Something clicks. entirely sure what. Oh. Yeah, at least I can do this. So I thought, show that now. Asgard, Utopia. Arcadia, Eden Prime. Colonies established beyond the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's biosphere is usually well suited for importation of Earth native life. This fertility drew heavy immigration and development by the Systems Alliance and various corporations. Today, Eden Prime is a model of sustainable, organized development, greenfields and orchards. What about that? Havana, San Arcadia, Havana, and Xanadu. Bloody hell. Alright, let's head to Asgard. Terra Nova, Boar, X-57. X-57 is a metallic asteroid originally located at the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Boar. With the increased development on Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding or citation, the asteroid was declarated from Boar's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. Recently, communications with the engineering team on X-57 have been Alaganda, shall we? And let's take Garrus and Ashley. I guess. I don't know. Oof.
Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours.
Oh.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
I don't think I remember this. Crap. Two down. So the worst place to stop. Yeah, thought so. God damn it.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn it. Very well. Ooh. Well, get that. Boy. Don't know why, but it is. Sparrow, Morana, there's Nevada. Let's take a look at you. Blah blah blah. Morana. Nothing of whatever you got. Make sure to Naga again. Cool. And Novaria. Let's actually do some.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and track access to transit. Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Non-humans on our ship.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you
Saren attacked our colonies. We should be the ones to stop them. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you strong.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. The Alliance is a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps on this. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for them.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Alright. Novaria.
Commander,
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you need. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Properly, they're basically hollow, too much force and will shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the Sans Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome.
Nobody knows exactly what caused it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hips, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society. So I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
Too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Hello, Joker. Alright, Garrus and Ashley.
Interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Cool. It's B. There we go. See? Here's the first B eventually.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We are authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down. Identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs. Behave yourself.
I think Shane's weird here.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties... The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an sorry lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Saren's aide is here.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Big 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
Development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative...
The managers warned us about you.
Did they now?
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanchan. Sure, whatever. This is a store, right? Of course.
Bloody hell.
This...
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my Eagles people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. What can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground.
Insights was shut down by Analeas, and a matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shot at the Peak 15 before we lost contact. But we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What was that about synthetic insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was always come in on it.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure, if I wanted to.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave the station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization.
Sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes
Whoa.
you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will my real intentions.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What's your interest in Binary Helix? They do genetics work.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that we want to assess any potential risk to Asari companies. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will track into his personal wireless network when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
You think this uniform's just for show?
It's all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
Options. Apparently the music in the background is sound effects. Nope. Save selections. Oh yeah.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
I need to get up to peak 15.
Indeed. That might be difficult. A terrible storm has been unleashed up there.
Are you referring to the blizzard?
There have been unseemly rumors circulating along the lines of ancient evil and plague from distant suns. Amusing, no? Someone watches too many bad horror vids.
Who might you be?
Lorik Keen. For the... Mr. Analeas closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeas' actions. His higher goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeas would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming? Against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
My office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
I mean, I can try, but I can't promise anything. I mean, at this point, you might as well be outside of the elevator, Gareth. I mean, come on now. Yeah, it was by the garage, wasn't it?
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Laura Keene gave me a pass in. I'm going in there and I don't want to hurt you. Why don't you just go? We'll pretend this never happened.
You want to cause trouble?
Ow. Oh God! Oh, alright then. Jesus. All the way back here?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Edenport sooner. We were on the scene faster.
Oh. Definitely. Me.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSAC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work.
Darn it,
Trying
I'm
to
out
take out the
here.
suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C-Sec's handling of Saren was tipping. I just couldn't take it anymore. That's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside C-Sec. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without C-Sec headquarters looking over my shoulder, maybe I can get the job done my way.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people.
I understand, Commander.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not...
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job. It allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of product. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them. What do the different manufacturers offer? There are too many for me to keep track of. many of the best licenses are hard to
How
get.
often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay. Wow.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board, she'll know more about our engines than I do.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Yeah.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you.
Idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep a flight from the get.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedom?
Grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases, a population hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Alright.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach mature, maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. The gift is accepted. We are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain uses it. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they
can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking later, Commander. No offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Seems pretty much the same to me.
Sakes, only a few in 1,000 children survive birth. And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan. Doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So long, Rex.
What time is that? 5:03. Soonish, anyway. Next half hour or so.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but humanity needs the Alliance.
I should
We
go.
had that
Goodbye.
discussion before. Yeah, I've kind of stopped the shelf pass, but don't need to hear your story again. Now here, let's just stairs again. And it's probably not wise to go back to Noveria just yet.
head back here.